Okay, so Todd McLellan, solely moments ago, first question he was asked is, how much does the fact that you didn't have Lizotte, Athanasiou, or Roy or Walker in this game, how much did that play into this loss?
Well, that plays a factor in the game. It certainly does. Those guys have experience. They stabilize lines. You're missing two of your top 6 defensemen, but that doesn't excuse the competitiveness that we showed up with and the execution that we showed up with tonight. There's still 20 capable players of playing a lot better than they did tonight, so that's disappointing.
And Velarde, you keep throwing him out there for faceoffs. He's not doing well. Is he regressing at this point? And just assess what he's doing out there for you right now. Not really doing much offensively either.
Well, I don't know. That's a two-part question. You started with faceoffs, and the only way he's going to get better is practicing, which we've actually talked about, and continuing to put him out there. And I just think there's more to his game than we have seen. You can't start with a goal and work backwards. You got to work with. You got to start with all the work and the grind and the skating and being ahead of the play mentally and physically, and then the goal comes. So it's part of being a young player, learning how to do it. It doesn't come easy. Sometimes you're misled by the beginning of your career when things go your way, and you think it's going to be easy. And I don't know if any of that's going through Gabe's head, but he's certainly a better player than we're seeing right now. And it's a tough league. The NHL is a tough league.
Next up is Zach Dooley.
Generating shots on goal hasn't really been an issue so far this season. In your mind, what was missing tonight that led to such a low total?
Well, 20 players. Zach, they were better than us in every aspect of the game. And, to get whatever we did, 20 shots on goal was actually fortunate for us. We didn't have the puck much off the faceoffs. We didn't execute when we won. We didn't handle a heavy forecheck. We didn't create a forecheck on our own. We didn't sustain any offensive zone time at all. So that pretty much sums up how you end up on the short end of a shot total.
When you look at Arthur Kaliev's game tonight, he gets the goal for the group by going to the net. What did you see out of him in his debut that you liked and what you didn't like?
There's nothing that I didn't like. He's a young player that he was excited to play. The guys were excited for him. That gave us a little bit of life and a little bit of energy. So when a 19-year-old can come in and do that, he's obviously dangerous when he's got the puck and in and around the net. He had some other chances, more than a lot of our other forwards that played tonight. So a good start for him. And he'll learn his way through the league, and it'll be no different than Gabe. It's a hard league. It's not going to come easy. And that's part of cutting your teeth.
Thanks, Doug.
Next up is Carlin Dave.
Todd, looking at the adversity this team's facing coming into the game tonight, how much do you rely on the leadership group and kind of that mid-tier leadership group too, where they're not quite rookies, but they're not quite veterans, to kind of help aid these young kids who are going to be filling some time while everybody's healing it on the men?
Well, some of these young kids, I consider Gabe and Artie young kids, but Clegg and Grunstrom and those type of players, they've been in the organization for a little while. They may be young when it comes to NHL career, but they're not young to pro experience. So they've got to find a way to contribute. The leadership has to be better. We've got to be better prepared and ready to play. And that falls on the coaching leadership. I fall into that pot too, if you want to call it that. We can't use injuries or COVID as an excuse. The whole frickin' league is going through it. So get over it. Show up and play.
Last question from me. 43 saves from Cal Peterson tonight. What does that just say about him as a goalie and his ability to prove his worth in the NHL?
Our best player, and we're lucky we had him in there tonight.